What is going on, YouTube, and welcome back to my boss fight guide for Dark Souls 3. In this episode, we're going to be tackling Champion Gundyr, who's located in the Untended Graves after you defeat Oceiros, the Consumed King. So as for summons, as you can see here, there is one, and that's going to be the Sword Master, who is available after you defeat him in Firelink Shrine. Before we summon him in, let's talk about the boss just real quick and what we're going to be using. So, Champion Gundyr is basically a copy of Untended Graves, the Turbo boss, and if you haven't seen the episode that I did on him, I'll link that in the description below, but on that episode we used the Dragon's Great Axe because Untended Graves was weak to lightning. Now, these two bosses share the exact same weaknesses, and the primary weaknesses are going to be lightning and frost. In this episode, as you can see, we're going to use the Irithyll Straight Sword +5 because the Dragon's Great Axe absolutely deleted Untended Graves. And it doesn't do me much good to give you guys a tutorial if I just 2-3 tap the boss and move on. You guys can't see his moveset, it's not as effective. So we're going to use the Straight Sword so the fight will last just a little bit longer. As for the rings, we are going to use the Ring of the Sunsurf's Born, the Morn's Ring, for my miracle damage, in case I want to get some long-range Sunlight Spears in. And then the Ring of Steel Protection, because he does deal standard damage, and the Chloranthy Ring. We're of course using the Halberd's Great Shield. Guys, as always, you can use whatever shield you wish. I'm using the Halberd's because I can utilize the Halberd's while maintaining my quick rolls. But you guys can use whatever you wish. Now, as for spells and such, what I would recommend, like most boss fights, is using Great Magic Shield. And I personally like Sunlight Spear. You guys can use whatever you want. In this boss fight, since he's weak to lightning, it'll work out quite well. So, with that being said, all you need to worry about for the moveset for this boss is just a little bit more aggression than we had at the tutorial boss. And that's really it. You guys will see about halfway through the fight, he will get even more aggressive and his eyes will start glowing red. But that'll all be shown in just a moment. So let's get started. Now, since I do have Sacred Oath, I am going to buff with this and give Swordmaster a little buff so he doesn't get wrecked too hard. Alright. Now, as soon as you get in, there's no sword to pull. The boss fight will start immediately, so we're going to walk in prepared to rock and roll. Let's have some fun, guys. Let him stand up this time. Give him a fighting chance, right, boys? Now, you can see he keeps that shoulder check that he had in the tutorial level. His attacks are very wide-sweeping. You can hear that frostbite, it just proc. It was very soft, but it did proc, so he will take extra damage now. He's got his aggro back on me, so we'll let the Swordmaster heal up. You can see with the Halberd Shield, even without Great Magic Shield, his attacks aren't too bad for the stamina. If you guys want, you can literally just block until the Swordmaster regains aggro. That one hurt. That blocked right through my stamina. So you do have to watch out. Even using the Halberd's Great Shield, there's not an automatic guaranteed insta-win. Ouch. You can see his shoulder checks are hard to see coming. Leave a comment down in the chat below if that's ever happened to you using the wrong... Now we're gonna see if my skills are there. That's kind of why I said you want to try and keep that Swordmaster alive. And you want to always try and release when you can the block button so that your stamina starts to recover. His kicks are very fast. You can see how long that reaches. I might actually die here. And we got him. So, as you can see, to recap, his attacks are very aggressive. With the Swordmaster, he's not too bad at all, but if you're one-on-one, always remember to try and keep raising and lowering that shield so your stamina recovers, and just watch out for his shoulder checks and his kicks, because they do hurt quite a lot. Well, if you found that helpful, Like and subscribe, and comment down below what do you guys use to defeat Champion Gundyr.